Keep it clapping. I want you to show her love. Keep it clapping. She's one of the funniest women in the world. She's been featured on Thomas That Killed. She runs this show twice a month at Broadway. One of the best shows in the world. Keep it going for Victoria Arnstein, one of my good friends, everybody!
Thank you. Let him hear it, Janelle Amari, guys. All right, thank you. Stop. Just sit down, guys. That's standing for me. It's too much. Guys, how are you tonight, huh? I actually am celebrating. I'm very excited. I just got back from my Comedy World Tour. Thank you. Thank you. I know. Oh my God, so much fun going to all the different countries, telling jokes all around Epcot Center at Disney. I loved it, guys. Oh man. Woo. So, I'm not famous, you know, but in New York they stop you in the street. They just come right up to your face, you know. They're very aggressive in New York. It's like crazy. A woman came right up to me and she goes, "Oh my God, you are so funny. I love you." I said, "Thank you." She goes, "You were so funny when you were telling that manager off at Walgreens the other day." But it was funny. That's what matters. I don't want to be famous. No, I don't. I don't know what's going to happen if I'm famous and then they make a movie about me when they're going to put that ugly, horrible actress, Margot Robbie. I'm not going to be able to deal with it. Oh. No, anyway. But my daughter actually moved to Hollywood. She's an actress. Maybe you've seen her in absolutely nothing. Living the dream, living the dream. No, I know I look like every bitch who's ever complained to a manager. I don't. I go right to the regional supervisor. It's much more efficient. By the way, I'll be at CBS next week at 7. Oh, thank you. Yeah, but my daughter, she's going to all these support groups. I don't know if anybody's from LA. Anybody here from LA? All right. Well, anyway, LA, they go to a lot of like support groups. They need like those self-help. They need soothing. I don't know what it is. And she goes to, body positivity and love yourself and what's that other one? Children of divorce. And I'm still married to her father, so that's. She's like, "Could you get divorced?" I'm the only one in that group. They say do what you love and you never have to work a day in your life, right? So I got married and I do my husband. It's accurate. All right, some of you got that. I married 24 years. Just celebrated 24-year wedding anniversary. Thank you. Thank you. It was a very special anniversary. My husband took me to this supermarket. It wasn't just any supermarket. It was Whole Foods, huh? Crushing it. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah. I don't know. My husband and I are married a while, so we get to know each other more. You know, like I'm actively listening to him now, and I want to save him money. You know, so listen up, ladies. This is a good secret. We were laying around in bed casually, and out of nowhere he says to me, "I want an adventure. I want to go skydiving all over the world. I love the adrenaline rush and the element of surprise." So I pushed him off the bed. That handled everything. It was free. We didn't have to leave the house, huh? Best wife ever. Thank you. Thank you. He also loves a challenge, so I made up this new game called Eeny, Meeny, Money, Mo. That's where I empty all our bank accounts and make him guess where that money is. I love that game. I have a friend. She's a whore. She's actually a prostitute. That's higher up. That's where they get paid, right? She doesn't call herself a prostitute, but every man takes her for dinner, and then they pay for dinner, and then they have sex. That's a prostitute, right? Some of you ladies know. No. I'm not even putting her down. I'm actually really jealous because I'm married and I only have one client. You know. My husband, and business is slow. My husband loves makeup sex. You guys know what that is? It's makeup. That's not the makeup. It's like when he wants to make up after sex. And I used to give into that. I'm starting to catch on. I'm like, you know what? No. This time, no, okay? Next time you get near it, you're going to have to swipe a credit card through it. Lately, it's been declined. I like to sell his stuff on Craigslist, making a little extra money. He doesn't have to know. He says, I was selling a ladder. It was $300, shiny and new. I was selling it for $50, a bargain. A bargain. There's always this one guy. I'll give you $40 for that ladder. And then he says, that's all the money I have. What? You're a grown man? And you only have $40? Wait. You only have two $20 bills? You only have 2 Andrew Jacksons? And you're buying a ladder? Okay, I'll give you that ladder for $40. And I'll throw the rope in for free, huh? A suicide joke. For anyone who didn't get that. Feminists are fucking up my shit, I'm not gonna lie. My husband's starting to think we're equal now. I'm so much more superior than he is. Yeah, like lately he's been asking me to do this horrible thing called work. Oof, that's hard. I said, what do I need you for? He goes, I feel like every day all I do is work for you. I said, oh my God, honey. You're right, you do work for me. Who said you could talk to me this long? We don't have a prenup. Break time's over, wrap it up, buddy boy. Oh man, a woman came up to me, a millennial came up to me after the show once and she said, don't you want to work and make your own money? I said, no. I want my husband to work and make my own money. She goes, but don't you want to contribute to the world? I said, what do you do? She goes, I'm a cake decorator. I said, oh, so you contribute to obesity and diabetes? I had 3 kids in the back at the same time and no one died. Do you know how hard that is when they're screaming? Ma, don't drown me, don't drown me. Or when I'm fixing a martini and I'm drinking, and texting, and driving back home to check on them. It's hard, is my point. Oh, I hate kids. Not everybody, it's just mine. They're clingy and expensive. You know, when they were little, I had to pay for everything with the money my husband gave me. You know, I had to pay for their food. I had to pay for their violin lessons. I had to pay other children to play with them. I'm kidding. They didn't play violin. I'm not a monster. My friends give me such a hard time because I give my kids an eating disorder, you know, to save money. It's a good tip. Not the kind of eating disorder where they throw up their food. I'm a Jewish mother. No terrorists in here. I'm a Jewish mother. That's a waste of food and money. The kind where I tell them they're fat. And over time, that shit adds up, and there's a Porsche out there with my name on it. It's not going to buy itself, right? It's a joke. My 13-year-old is such a pain in my ass because she still lives with us, you know? Yeah, I know. She walked in on my husband and I, her father and I, having sex. It's a true story. I said, don't you knock? She goes, you're in the kitchen. So what are you doing in the kitchen? I thought I gave you that eating disorder. And I had to have that long, awkward talk with her. You know the one. I had to tell her she had to move out. And the one with the birds and the bees. I said, listen, I'm going to teach you about the birds and the... Get the fuck out already. She's getting... Actually, she's doing great. She's actually school president, guys. Give it up for my daughter. Thank you. I'm very proud. Thank you. She was homeschooled, but that's okay. I didn't know what I was doing in homeschool. You know, I was just like, watch this documentary of Benjamin Franklin. It was like a week-long documentary. I thought I had time to kill. I'm like, just go watch. I hear he's a genius. She comes running back to me after 5 minutes, and she goes, Mom, Benjamin Franklin paid women to have sex with him. Oh my God. Probably should have watched the video first. It got a lot of views. Anyway, I said, my God, he was a genius. She goes, what? I go, yeah, did you see how ugly Benjamin Franklin was? He had to pay women to have sex with him. Plus, that's how a $100 bill was invented, because he was sick of paying those hookers with 50s. Oh, God. I put that under finance and history. I'm a good teacher. Two words. She's getting very woke. You know, this woke culture now? I'm like, I'm too old for this shit. I don't know. I don't like it. You know, like the other day I was teaching her that the tiger shark is the most vicious in the ocean, second to the great white. She whispered in my ear, great white. that's racist. I lost my shit. I'm like, shut the fuck up, you loser bitch. Then I had to explain to everyone sitting in the pediatrics doctor's office what happened. Because she was whispering and I yelled, that's sneaky. I said, oh man, I forgot what I said. So that's that. That's after that joke. What the hell did I say? It's been a while. All right. Anyway. So what else did I want to talk about? Let's see. I just should clear this up. I don't know if there's any other Jews here tonight. Anybody here? I'm not going to make it weird. Don't worry. This is a comedy club. I'm going to be fun. I just want to just defend the Jews a little bit about Jesus Christ. We didn't kill him. I just want you guys to know. Not everyone knows that because, like, I know a lot of Jews. I'm not going to tell you where they are. I'm not that kind of Jew. But, like, we love a bargain. We do. We love things for free, especially. We just do. It's in our DNA, right? So, like, if water is free and abundant, right? And Jesus was making water into wine. We're not going to kill that guy. I'm sorry. Thank you. I just wanted to clear it up for you guys that love Jesus and blame us because we're so blamed for everything. Anyway, but I did see this thing that went viral in the news. It was an Arab man from an Arab nation. He was 80 years old. He was marrying a 12-year-old girl. Did you see this? It was in the news. I was like, wow, this man's 80 years old. He could die any day, you know? And then I thought, wow, this little girl gets to collect an inheritance at such a young age? What a lucky bitch! All right, there's no easy way to say this. My husband eats only fruits and vegetables. I know, it's very hard. We can't go anywhere. He brings 20 bananas with him everywhere he goes. It's not right. We go to a dinner party and he pulls out bananas and starts. I know there are others that do this. Some people call them monkeys. But like, we have a vine in our house now. He swings from it. I'm not joking. I call him Tarzan. Like, it's very bad. He's also a marathon runner. Anybody else a marathon runner? All right, yeah. He does ultra marathons too. He was 5th American in New York City Marathon. Very fast, very into it. Loved it. 5th American. After the Africans. Yeah. He's a white guy. Yeah. So, I mean, look, it wasn't so easy for me to have that. But then I started getting into health, and then we moved to Hawaii. And so, yeah, we were in Hawaii for like 7 years. And 6 years into it, like, my husband and I loved to prank each other. You know, like, when we had a fight, I would just like go in the back seat of his car and he would be driving a long distance and he wouldn't know I was there. And I would be naked and then just pop up in the back seat in his rear view mirror. Stuff like that. Or maybe like I'd tell him I'm having triplets, you know, like that. And he, like he went to the Boston Marathon when I was watching Hawaii Five-O in my garage on my stationary bike and I'm pedaling and I'm dun 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 dun, right? And I'm listening to it and all of a sudden I hear knocking at the door, bang, 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 FBI, let us in. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. My husband is pranking me with the FBI. This is amazing. So they come in, I'm like, wow, that's so cool. Let me see those guns. They're like, stand back. I'm like, oh, is that code for I'm going to strip now? So I was so excited and everything. They're like, call your husband. Where's your husband? I'm like, oh, if you're the FBI, how do you not know where my husband is? They're like, call your husband on speaker. I'm like, okay, let's call him. Hey honey, the FBI is here, good one. So he's like, what did you do? I'm like, what? He's like, what did you do? I'm like, what did I do? This isn't real, they're not strippers. He goes, what are you talking about? I go, what? They're real? I'm like, it's for you, you fucker. Alright, so let me backtrack of what happened, okay? So he has a software company, and he hired this guy from India to do some work for him, and then he fired him after 2 years. And now, this guy wanted to get revenge on my husband. So what did he do? He put fake Yelp reviews and websites against our company. So we were #1 on Google, went all the way to page 16, okay? Right. So now, wasn't so funny. But anyway, we ended up doing that. So now he gets Google involved, and they didn't do shit, right? And then he got the FBI in India to go find this fucker, and you can't find an Indian in India. We found that out the hard way. So then what he did was he ended up getting a lawyer here in New York, and he was a fortune just to take off a website or a Yelp review. It was a fortune. But to take off a website, you need a judge's name on it, right? So he was taking them off himself also. And then he fired the lawyer because it was so expensive. Then he gave it to some employee to do it, and the employee got the date wrong, and Google traced it back to my husband's computer. Yeah. And then that's considered forgery. I don't know if you guys know this, but you go to jail for forgery. Yeah. So now my husband and I are at court. We're in court downtown, and his lawyer sounds like Joe Pesci from My Cousin Vinny. And he goes, Your Honor. I'm like, Your Honor, we fucking lost. We lost the fucking thing. So my husband ended up in jail for 9 months, and he was only sentenced for 3. He doesn't like me. He wanted to stay. Do you understand? He loved it so much. He ended up in 9 months, and I went to visit him, and he had a mohawk. This is all true story. He had a mohawk. I said, what are you? You're a Jewish boy. What is this mohawk? He was like, gotta look tough. He ran around the parking lot every single day for 4 hours. It was only 1 mile. Everybody kept putting bananas on his bed. It was very weird. One of his roommates was Billy from the Fire Festival. He called me up. I have a friend named Billy. I said, please don't be friends with this guy. It was low security. He loved it. I don't have to pick an outfit out every day. In fact, I don't even know if I want to stay married. I go, you don't want to stay married? Oh, is that right? Well, guess what I did when he was in jail? I fucking signed away for his businesses, and now I own that shit. Yeah. How do you like that shit, huh? So why do you have to look tough with this mohawk? Who's here? They don't even know if he's here. You could leave this low security jail. Did you know that you could just leave and come back? They don't even know. You just have roll call once a day. I don't know if you know, it's like Camp Cupcake. So he leaves. So I said, who are you here tough for? The accountant, Morty Rosenfeld? Like, what's going on here? I didn't know what to do. So he wanted to get divorced. I said, you want to divorce me? You're in jail. But then I started telling all my friends, I'm like, listen, my husband's in jail. I just want you to know. Yeah, give me my money back. He's coming out. They go, he went in for forgery. What are you talking about? Like, he's not a tough guy. I go, yes, he is. He's very tough. I don't know where I'm going with the story. But if they really, really wanted to punish him, they would have given him house arrest with me. What is wrong with these stupid people? They're so dumb. Anyway, I ended up going on Tinder. And yeah, it was fun. I went on with his gold membership with his credit card. Very nice. Yes. We ended up staying married because it was very expensive for me to do that. So I ended up doing that, and it was nice. I found a lot out about myself on Tinder. I dated. It was good. We got back together. And he realized now that, I'm the shit. Thank you. All right, let's pick up the mood a little bit. That was a little bit flat. That's all right. So Cancer's hard to live with, right? The Zodiac sign? Huh? Who here's a Cancer? He's afraid. You're hard to live with. All right. It's okay. It's a crab. It's the most protective of its mate. And I can say this because I used to date a guy that was a Cancer. And he was up my ass. He was jealous. Very jealous. But the worst part about him was he hated that I had a husband.
They're the best lovers.
Huh?
They're the best lovers.
Yeah, they are the best lovers, it's true. But I ended up picking my husband instead because he has a much bigger bank account. Well, that went faster than I thought. And I'm just going to leave you with this. Autocorrect gets me in trouble. You guys have autocorrect? Yeah. I innocently wrote to my grandfather. Hi, Grandpa, I'm coming to town. Are you around? He goes, what kind of question is that? And it said, hi, Grandpa, I'm coming to town. Are you aroused? My phone knows me so well. Because I say that word a lot. And because he's hot. But 97. He's so cute. I took him to the gym after my grandmother died for moral support. And he said, Victoria, what machine is going to make me sexy and buff for the ladies? I said, Grandpa. That's cute. It's the ATM machine. Now give me 5 reps of 20, all right? Of course, she's buying herself. That's my time, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you for being here. Follow me on Instagram, Victoria Makes You Laugh. Give it up for your host, Chanel Omari, guys. Thank you.
Keep it going for Victoria Arnstein, everybody. What a sensation.
That was weird at the end.
She's a housewife I want to be in, all right?